So many of you guys really want to see the Tarte try on, so we are going to do the BoxyCharm and Tarte Takeover Box try on today. I am going to be slightly out of breath. I'm going to give you guys details and do the whole explanation, so don't worry. I'm a little out of breath. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and dive in. I've been like this the past few days, but I know you guys have been really excited. I did the unboxing. If you haven't seen like the actual unboxings, go check it out. Hydrant. Go check it out because I know you guys are gonna enjoy those unboxings. I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my skin, but first let me like zoom you guys in. Oh my god, ¿qué es eso? Okay, so I'm gonna apply my moisturizer. Look at how that yumminess. It's clear. It's not clear. It's kind of like a frosty type of look, you know? Looks weird, but... And by the way, thank you guys so much for showing Ty love during the unboxings. It almost seems like you guys like her more than you like me. She had so much fun, and then on top of that, she enjoyed watching the like edited version and then reading through the comments. So now she wants to do the Ice Cream Beauty unboxing with me. Like, she's asked me, where's the ice cream one? The ice cream one. Because I told her I got a little tip on that box for the month of October and how I was told that she might actually love it. So she was like, I want to do that one with you. So if she's still up for it, because I'm not going to obligate her to do anything, but you know, if she's still up for it, then of course she'll do the Ice Cream Beauty unboxings with me. I'm gonna work on the eyeball next. So I know what I want to do. I'm gonna show you guys what I like to do, and I'm gonna give you a little tip. Okay, so we're gonna use this palette, this pretty palette. It's cute. It's not amazing. It's cute. And then we're gonna use the medium Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas. So let me tell you what happened, okay? And why I've been out of breath and all that. And by the way, you'll understand why I'm doing the eyes first and then I'll do the base. Plus, I don't want to cut and go do my face to then come back. It's just, So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. This is the sponge I'm supposed to be using for the face. So I'll just use this for my lids. Anyway, so I've had my pots and pans for quite some time. And I feel like I love them and I have an attachment thing with my things, right? And so my pots and pans are amazing, but throughout the years, I never really got to like cleaning the bottom of it. And you know, there's that buildup that looks like burnt, but it's, you know, whatever. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So what happens? I go ahead, I'm all over TikTok, and TikTok is suggesting how like things to like clean your pots and pans, and they suggested the Barkeeper's Friend, I think it's called. It's a powder. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do with my eyeballs. I know I always say don't do tape, and that's because people use regular freaking tape. Don't use regular tape for your face, okay? You don't want wrinkles. You don't want to ruin your skin because the adhesive on those regular tapes is way too strong and damaging to the eye area. So if I'm going to recommend a tape for anyone to use, it's going to be not the brand. Who cares about the brand? If you find something like this at the dollar store, get it. It's not about the brand. I got these at Walgreens, and it was like I'm gonna say this here was like $3 for a 2-pack. This is Gentle Paper Tape. That's what you want. You want Gentle Paper Tape. Or if you want to get it off of Amazon, just look for like medical grade paper tape. And then, because it's going to be easy for you to tear and everything, but it's going to be gentle on your eyeballs, you're going to pull a piece off. And this is thicker than I would have wanted. I definitely would have gotten like the slimmer one. This is like 1.5 inches, is it? This is a 1 inch. I would have liked a 1/2 inch one because now half of it goes to waste, but it's fine. Then I'm gonna take the tape and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and then I will lift. So it'll be less tacky. That way it's not really adhering too much to your skin, and you should be okay. And I'm gonna apply it closer to like the outer portion of the eyeball and do one of those. Okay, I know it looks weird, but if you want to use tape, paper tape, medical grade paper tape, do not do regular tape because that is going to like be kind of rough for your eyeballs. And you want to make sure you kind of put them the same on either eye. You want to look at it. It's almost like you're doing a wing when you're not. Okay, we're looking cool. And then I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna start off with my crease shade. So I'm gonna do the shade Enchanting. Anyway, so what happens? I go ahead and I'm like, yeah, you know, I really want that. I want to get into like my pots and really get them cleaned on the outside. The inside, they're like perfection. On the outside, not so much. So I went ahead and we got it. It's been in the cabinets for about a month and a half, and I never got around to really doing anything because I'm always busy. Whew. So this past weekend, I found, oh my God, this shade, Enchanting. It's on the eye. You can kind of see it, but you can't see it. It's not super pigmented. So I go ahead and I was like, you know what? I have some time on my hands. Let me go ahead and do my thing, you know, and get that cleaned. I read the instructions. It said wear gloves. Did Jody wear gloves? No, Jody did not wear gloves. Why did Jody not wear gloves? Because I'm a rebel? No, because I just didn't feel like it and I'm an idiot. So that's issue number one. I didn't wear gloves. Issue number two, it says do not breathe it in, do not inhale, which in turn, it's letting you know, wear a mask, kid. Wear a mask. I didn't do it in an open space. I did it in my kitchen, no mask. And as I was like going like this, it was kind of going in the air and I was breathing that mess in. Then all of a sudden, it didn't work the way I thought it would, and I started like becoming a scientist. I like mixed it with vinegar. I was doing my own little concoctions at home. Long story short, I did things that weekend that I shouldn't have done with chemicals that I knew nothing about. And I was really applying pressure and doing one of these anyway. So the thing about it is I have been short of breath ever since. It's getting better. Thank God it's getting so much better, but I've been short of breath. I've had like little pinches of like chest pain and stuff. So I've been kind of like all over the place. I was going to see a doctor on Monday, but it's Florida. There was no availability of appointments, not even like at all through January, which to me, that's crazy. All right, so it's peachy. You see a little peach situation going on, but you don't really see much of anything, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna go into the shade Delight. We're gonna do the same thing because I kind of want to deepen that. Tap out. And I definitely don't want to go super smoky or dark, but I want you to see that I did something to my eyeballs. This is a little more. Okay, I mean, it's still within the peachy. You see the difference in the shades, right? One is much darker than the other, yet I applied the darker one. And it's slightly darker, but it's not doing the most. It's not as dark as it looks on the pan. So yeah, and it almost feels like heartburn at the same time, so I'm not 100% sure. The good thing is I'm feeling better. It was way worse before, to the point that I was like, I might have to end up at the hospital. And did I go? No, because I'm a stubborn ass. But that's where I've been. That's what it was all about. And I was feeling, it was a little off. I'm still not getting the transformation I want. We're gonna go and grab a eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Vivid. I'm gonna tap that all over the lid, and it's definitely not going on to the eye with the brush the way it went on to my skin when I did a finger swatch. Like, there's definitely a difference. It's not as vibrant, which I don't like it. So with a brush, it's gonna look like that. Let's see with the finger. See, when you swatch it with the finger, it's insane. Yeah, so this is a formula that you might wanna apply with your finger because there's definitely a difference, brush and finger. I'll take that, I'm gonna concentrate that on the inner corner. See these little messes? That's why we're leaving the rest of the face for afterwards. So let's make this match. And the little chest pains, by the way, I don't want anyone to think, oh my God, like she's having a stroke. No, the chest pains are just sporadic. It almost feels like electricity, but then it's literally not even a second. It's just like king, and then that's it. Almost like I pulled a muscle. That's kind of like what it feels like. Okay, so that is it for the, like, at least that shimmer shade. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into Charming, tap out, and I'm gonna tap that out here. Hopefully that gives me something. See, so I'm gonna tap like this. Back and forth, not up and down, not yet at least, just back and forth to add some depth to the eye. And I'm tapping because apparently if I blend, it's kind of going away. We're gonna go back into the pan. See, and Tarte eyeshadows are beautiful, but the problem is, for some reason, sometimes when they come in beauty boxes, the quality doesn't feel the same as if you were to buy it directly off a Tarte. I don't know why. I know I'm not the only one that has found that to be an issue, but you know, I'm putting it out there. See, so I'm blending back and, not even blending, I'm tapping back and forth, and I'm using a blending brush because it just helps blend as we go. See? So it looks really pretty. All right, and now with zero additional product, if anything, I always have a towel on my lap. I'm gonna like rub my brush onto that towel, and I'm gonna blend out this way. Now you can definitely go in with a pencil brush and make this a little slimmer, and then you'll create like a faux wing, and that works beautifully. I've done that oftentimes as well. But this is like a little trick that I like to do when I want to kind of like have a nice gradient effect out here and I want it to be nice and sharp. I'm gonna grab that brush that we used on the crease. I'm gonna blend back and forthy like this. Now we're not done with the eyeshadow palette, but of course we have to go ahead and kind of finish the face. So I'm gonna pull this off. You guys see, it's nice and clean and pretty. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna use the Super Serum Silk Foundation by Yensa. I am in the shade Medium Golden. I'm just gonna apply that all over the skin. I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna go in with concealer, okay? My bronzer. Is that in the box? No. Okay, so I'll be right back. Now we're gonna go ahead and try the Double Take Eye Awake situation, and I'm going to just extend the inner portion of the eyeball a smidge, just like that. Give myself a little bit of a cat eye effect. I don't know if the camera caught that, but I feel like my eye twitched. It felt like it. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but it felt weird for sure. So you can technically kind of leave this like this if you like this effect and you want it to look sharp and clean. I am going to create a little bit of a faux, not even a faux, I'm just doing a line, and boom, it's done. I want to elongate my eye without creating too much of a wing. And then I'm going to apply a very thin line. So this is going to be beautiful for those of you who don't even want to wing it, but you want to apply liner at the top, but you don't want it to get too thick. This is going to do the trick for sure. See, I just kind of want to apply a line to darken my lashes at the base without actually creating like a full-on liner look. All right, and then lastly, I am going to apply the cream color. I have a pelito. I told you guys, I always have pelitos. I'm gonna apply that cream color onto the waterline. This would have been, you know what? We're gonna emphasize this line out here, because that's gonna look really pretty. And it is creamy because I'm literally just gliding it and it's applying. Now I don't always like this look under my eyes because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't go with my skin complexion or whatever. So we are going to whip out, where are you? You were just in front of me. We're gonna whip out that eyeshadow palette. We're gonna go into the shade Charming, and I'm gonna apply some of that on the actual lash line, not the waterline, not below it, just on the lash line, and it'll kind of bring the eye look together a little more. So I'm gonna grab the Tarte Lights Lashes. I always want to say lashes, lights, and cameras. I always want to say it backwards. Lights, camera, lashes, and I'm going to build her at the bottom. I always like nude eyeliner on everyone else, and then on myself I just feel like it looks weird. I'm only gonna apply a little bit at the top because I'm going in with falsies. So if you skip on the false lashes, this is what the eyes would ultimately look like. I already told you guys I'm gonna dip into my lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply those. I'll be right back. All right, the lashes are on. They have to settle in, so I'm gonna give them a minute. We're gonna try the Awake by Tarte. Here's the thing. So many of you guys were trying to call me out, came for me, talking about it is not a highlighter, it is for your eyes. No, my friends. It is most definitely a highlighter. Yes, it is to be applied under the eyes and everywhere else under, like on your face, because of the fact that it is subtle enough to where you can get away with applying a highlighter like this one under the eyes to add some radiance and more of like an awake look. However, it is actually a highlighter. Applied to the under eyes in the morning for an AM wake up, and throughout the day to refresh, keyword refresh, the under eye. However, wear alone for a boost of radiance, or layer under or over makeup for a soft luminous glow on cheekbones, brow bones, cupid's bow, and bridge of the nose. So I'm not wrong, it's definitely a highlighter. It is meant for all over the face. With the addition of it, you can definitely apply it under the eyes, and it's supposed to make it look luminous and radiant and pretty and not like funky. I don't like highlighter under my eyeballs, so we're definitely not gonna do that, but I wasn't wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it says swipe. I don't kind of want to swipe, do I? Let's swipe, let's see. By the way, there's this graph that I found on Tarte's website, because you guys were coming for me and I was like, wait, but it is a highlighter. There's this graph. Yes, it's for all over your face, not just your under eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply her here. And I will admit that I was completely shocked that this product you can apply under the eyes, because more often than not, product is too luminous and too heavy under the eyes, and it ruins a concealer, a powder that you would apply under the eyes, and it just, instead of making it look prettier, it just ruins the look. So the fact that it's advertised that you can apply it under the eyes as well is freaking amazing. So here we go. I went like this, and by the way, the blush that I applied is a cream blush, so there's not much disruption going on. It looks really good. It looks radiant without looking heavy, and it's not, it looks hydrating but not shimmery. I like that. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. This is that kind of highlighter you want if you want to look luminous and healthy and glowy, but you don't want to look like you have much of anything on your face, because there's definitely no shimmers, but it picks up the light in a very pretty way. And I like that it's not ruining what I already have going on my skin. I'm gonna do a little bit. See, it doesn't make me look like the Tin Man. I like that. And then I'm gonna do the little bit here. You know what? Screw it. Let's do a little bit of here too. See how pretty that looks? Now we have to work on the lips, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm really happy that I end up using a product like this one, because my lips are dry AF. And don't act like you don't see it, because I know you do. And it is most definitely not the prettiest like view in the world right now. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty lip liner. This is their Everlast lip liner in Sweet Pea. It is a nude. And then I'm gonna use my Juicy Lip in the shade Rose, that is still butchered and looks freaking gross. Let me fix that. It looks disgusting. If you didn't see that unboxing, you absolutely need to, because Ty was playing games with me, okay? Like, although it was so much fun, but she butchered some of my stuff, and my eyeshadow palettes had like the worst dents in it, and she laughed about it. So I'm gonna see, there we go. Now we're back to normal. It doesn't look as gross. And this is a product that you might want to do one of these. It is literally like a lip balm or a chapstick or like a lip gloss in a thicker formula. So swiping is just gonna apply a lot all at once. It's like a gel, if anything. By the way, if your lips are really dry, don't do what I did, because it'll look crusty. Now I gotta fix this because it looks gross. I'm gonna take it off. I'll put it right back on. Okay, I just reapplied the lip liner. Had to go in and exfoliate my lips. That's why they're so red right now. So if you have crusty lips like me, it's okay, Mija. You can't help it sometimes. There's nothing that I can do. I literally walk around with balms in my bag, in my bathroom, on my nightstand, and yet they still get crusty. Make sure you exfoliate prior to. I kind of like that I just exfoliated, because now my lips look like a lot pinker, you know, but okay. So, okay, this looks so much better. Like, my lips are not like crusty right now. I like that. All right, so here is the completed look. This is like one of the most awkward moments of filming these videos, because I don't want to just talk to you guys and be like, I kind of want to model the look for you guys so that you guys can see how pretty she looks. But then I feel dumb, right? Because I'm just like, why am I modeling for her? But anyway, this is the look. This is the completed version. Oh my god, why do I feel like Cleopatra? I kind of do. It's cute, it's cute. Do you guys see how long my hair is getting? Anyway, sidetracking. Okay, final thoughts. Highlighter, phenomenal. Everyone needs it. Absolutely love it. It's gonna be a staple. It looks beautiful. It's luminous. It's hydrating. It's not sticky, and it's not shimmery. I love it. The Juicy Lip, you guys already know, it's really good. I've had her for quite some time, so I have a backup that's going in the giveaway. The mascara, I used my own. The backup is going in a giveaway, because I feel like if you haven't tried it, you're gonna absolutely love it. The eyeliner was really good. It looks really pretty. I'm excited for that. This over here, I wasn't necessarily impressed with some of the shades like on their own. So if you're gonna use it in combination with a few other shades, like if you're gonna actually create a look, I think it'll look beautiful. If you want to stick to one color, girl, I don't know, because they're not all that pigmented to where you can use just one shade and call it a day, at least in my opinion. They blended well, you know, there wasn't a lot of fallout, but still, when you're looking at an eyeshadow palette, this is the kind of eyeshadow palette that you won't be able to do a one and done and call it a day, because some of the shades are just not that pigmented. And the moisturizer, y'all already know I owned a deluxe and really loved it. So I'm so excited to have received her. Now I got a full size. She's the one that's gonna be here right next to my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And that is it for today's review. Chime on in down below. I know some of you guys got the same products, but there may have been one or two variants out of your box. What did you fall in love with out of your variation that you are obsessed with? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious about that. Do you regret getting your Tarte Takeover box, or do you feel FOMO because you didn't get the box? Make sure you give me details down below. I'm really curious, and of course we like to chat along as we go. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.